Yeah, hi. Thanks for the invitation. My name is Konrad Breyer. I'm member of MUNICH KYIV QUEER, and I maybe should introduce what MUNICH KYIV QUEER is all about. That's an organization that was founded in 2012 as a contact initiative group between the twin cities of Kiev and Munich to support each other in LGBTIQ and human rights issues. So we started a pride cooperation and also a cooperation of the two communities in Munich and Kiev. And we are doing a lot of political actions, workshops, cultural events to especially point out the situation of LGBTIQ in Ukraine. And during the last 10 years, there was a huge shift to improvement, I'd say. I mean, the community in Ukraine is much more visible than before, and therefore um, the acceptance in society is much better than before, and also the legal situation has improved. That was especially done by the Ukrainian people themselves, of course, but we support it. And we are financed by the city of Munich and donations. And till the 24th of February, I think we did quite a good job. So, and now the situation has changed with the war of Russia against Ukraine. And it's a challenge because we had to invent ourselves to give us a new purpose. And now we are helping LGBTIQ in Ukraine, not only refugees, but also the queer community that stays in Ukraine and has nothing, no income and needs to survive there. We help the community centers, the LGBTIQ organizations. And now in Munich, we are part of the National Alliance Queer Emergency Aid Ukraine. That's a national assembly of LGBT organizations all over Germany. And we collect donations, we look for accommodations, we help with German bureaucracy, etc. And you know that we know our friends like Olga for years already personally. So we try really to put the money to the people we know personally, and we can help them directly. That's a fair thing to do. And we already have spent like 42,000 euros to help people. And we hope to get more donations. That's really much needed.
So hello, my name is Steffi Hügler. I'm also a member of MUNICH KYIV QUEER, and I've been singing in different choirs for years and years now. I've also been in regular contact with Olga, who's a choir director in Odessa. And we had several projects together where we sang together with her choir and our choirs. We even visited Odessa several times with Martin as well, Martin Gerritz, who's also on this call. And we had a concert there. And in the last 2 years during lockdown situation, we had a so-called EMU project with Edinburgh as well in the UK. 3 choirs from 3 countries sang together online. So that was the only way to achieve this, but it was a great project. We're happy to have Olga here now, but of course it's not a Odessa singing possibility now, but maybe we can do something else here.
So my English is not so good as I wish, so I hope you guys will help me. We came with my family, we came to Munich 3 of March, and we were living with our friends, with Marianne, who are conductor of a few projects here in Munich or even abroad this country. So she conducted a few choirs, as I know, and a few orchestras projects. And Right now, I know about my members of my choir, and all of them, if I could say this, they're in safe place in Odessa. But the most problem is that people who was working, I don't know how it's called correctly. It's the way how you could work. First, it's when someone took you to his job and do everything in government, I don't know how to, and you pay your fees. So, and another way is like people just come, do some job and take the money of this, and that's all. So they don't have any, don't have to pay any fees, or they don't get their money when they are getting older. I don't know how it's called too. So right now, almost all members of my choir, I think only me was working, because I work in at the clinic because I'm dentist. So I had all documents, and but now I'm here, and I know that guys, they have big problem because they couldn't get money right now, and for them it's a huge problem, because even I know that few guys from Munich Kyiv, not Munich Kyiv Queer, but from Philharmonica, Helmut Martin, you know him.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Helmut Hartl.
Helmut, he helped to few boys from my choirs, but they couldn't get this money because we have problem with bank right now in Ukraine, bank system. So I don't know how to fix it, but I used to use another bank, so I sent them a little money that I had to help them, because I understand that they right now in worse situation than me and my family. And I understand that boys couldn't leave the country because it's war, and even if they have problem, I don't know if it's called in Ukraine, white ticket. When you have problem with your health, so you can go to the army, and this person could go abroad and leave the country, but they couldn't do this because they couldn't come to place where you can take this ticket. So they have problem with health, but they still need to go to the army. And about girls, I could say that some girls couldn't leave the country because they have old parents and they're afraid of them, and parents don't want to leave the country, so all of them should stay at home. And so I understand that everyone can make their own choice, and it's their decision, and I couldn't do anything with this.
Thanks, Olga.
And yeah, and in our country it's a huge problem, because if you leave country, some people think that you're a traitor and you're a very bad person. And I think that when I ask people from other choirs in Ukraine, do you need help? Can I help you, or can I contact you with MUNICH KYIV QUEER or some other organization who could help you? Only conductor from Kharkov, she answered that they already have contacts and everything okay, so we helped only one person contact helped to Mila. And from Zaporozhye, I don't get any news, but I see in Facebook that conductor is okay, but he didn't want to speak. And even answer when we have in Telegram chat, I don't remember, Steffi or Mary Ellen, someone asked them, do you need help? And they didn't answer, but they read the messages.
Sure. So, hello, my name is Martin Gerritz. I'm a singer of the Munich-based gay choir Philharmonica, and I'm in the Legato board. for many years, and I was also a member of the organizing team of various voices and the European Queer Choir Festival here in Munich 2018, and in advance we decided to get in contact with the Ukraine and the choirs there, and we were very glad to get in contact with Olga and her choir in Odessa, and found out later on 3 more choirs, and they were we were very happy that they were able to come to Munich and yeah, to see them and to help them. And that's why we are right now in a good way to have already contacts to people in Ukraine, because here in Germany and in the rest of Europe, we are all looking shocked to the east and think about, oh my God, what can we do? What can we? Is there any chance for us to help and to support? And so I'm happy that we have the MUNICH KYIV QUEER group and the contact group, and I hope, or actually I don't know if there are any more organizations in Europe who have contact to the LGBT community in Ukraine, but maybe Konrad knows a little bit more about it. Right now, I only know that we have contacts in Germany, but do you know that there are more from other countries?
Can you tell us a little bit about what happens to the money that's collected, and who specifically this money goes to, and what a difference it kind of makes?
Yeah, sure. There are 2 different, you're talking about the donation programs in Germany, right? And this this Alliance Queer Emergency Aid Ukraine, and we collect money to help organizations in Ukraine that help to provide help to their community members, like food or accommodation, or in shelters, for example, or to give them some money. And we also directly transfer money to single persons or couples or rainbow families that are fleeing, like refugees, or have to stay in Ukraine because of, like, for example, there are some family members that can't move because they are ill. So that's all directly either to parties, to people, or to organizations. And as soon as they are coming to Germany, we help them find accommodation and also give them some money if they need it, because the help from the German government doesn't come so fast, so we need to help them out too a bit. So
sorry, interrupted you. So through our Legato networks, we've been promoting these appeals and asking people to donate money.
Mm-hmm.
And is money the best way for people to help? Are there other ways that people can help? Is there other things that people can do?
I can say, I think money is very, very important in this situation. I think it's key, but also we have been looking for places where refugees can live, like accommodation. So we don't know if people would like to go to other different countries. So if they do, it would be great if they knew there were LGBTIQ friendly people where they could live.
Oh, I just want to say about my experience, how it was, because I leave the country. It was 3rd day of the war. So in that period, the biggest problem was price of the tickets for the road. So I asked help for this because it was very expensive, and in 4 times. So all tickets were expensive, more expensive, yeah. But now it's not a big problem. So as we know, almost all transport is free, and you can live and stay in some hotels, but again, it's much more better if you can come to country and stay with some friends or friendly people, because LGBT people, as I know, even if, when we were at the government who helped for refugees, I know that only me and my girlfriend said that we are a couple. And all other people say still afraid to say that they are LGBT. So it's because of our scares at all to say someone that you are LGBT. So it's a big help if they could stay in families or with someone who could at least translate some words, and so it's a huge help. And I know that the biggest problem right now is maybe where to stay with some people who you that to believe these people. Okay. And the second problem is maybe person who stayed in Ukraine because it's about the job again, because they don't have money only even to buy food. And I know that even in Odessa, the prices is big than usual. And it's even the people have a place to stay, because I live in Ukraine and I had fled that, and I tell people if you come to other countries who want more in East, you can come to Odessa, and it's a little safe right now, so you can live in my place if it's okay to you, if you don't want to leave country. But my flat is empty, and I know it is a lot of flat in Odessa is empty too. So people really afraid and trying to get out. And those who already had a place to live, they try to live there and even don't go to street, because right now army tried to get any men that they see and put them to the army. So right now I don't think that the people need money for the road or to stay someplace, because it's you can get it for free. But those people who in Ukraine, it's more the biggest problem. Sorry for my language.
So, comrade, is this marrying up of people looking for places to stay outside of, looking for places to go? Is this something that your organizations have been involved with or not? It is.
Yeah, we are matching people who offer accommodation and are looking for, and it works fine actually. Well, better in Munich than in Berlin, because they are overcrowded right now, of course. But yeah, it works fine. We're cooperating with many organizations all over, queer organizations all over Germany. And it's very important to find LGBTIQ friendly places to host these refugees. And all of them are private now. That's there is no state promoted queer refugee accommodation, unfortunately. Yeah, and I wanted to add something. What you said, Martin, that it's very important to show solidarity like this. You talked about songs that you, yeah, that's very important and helps. Does it keeps moral high? You understand this? Yeah. So I think to share such information to support psychologically the Ukrainian population, that's also very important, because they are fighting this war all alone, because we do not do enough to support them. I'm talking of Germany, not the UK, of course. And yeah, at least we should do this.
So I think if there were like organizations in other European countries that wanted some information from us, I think, Konrad, we could say that we could gladly help building up such a network and giving our tips about the experiences we made. So I think if somebody said in Ireland, in the UK, in Spain, we would like to invite people from Ukraine to our country. We have people who would like to put them up. Can you help us with finding a system how to do this? Then I think we would be able to do that. Of course, the organization on the local level would have to do the main organization, because we can't do that from Germany. We don't know the situation there. We don't know the places, but I think we could provide some help.
Yeah, we can.
And Olga, if you want to add something, maybe.
Okay, I know a few organizations, not organization, I know a few people, because when I just crossed the road, I'm in that moment to understand that I'm unsafe and I need to help other people. So I was like volunteer, and I tried to help people to find how to transfer themselves, where to stop, where to live. And I know in Bratislava organization, one of my friends worked there, so he helped to stay with some people in Bratislava. They have shelter for free for refugees, and I know that from UK, one of my friend he wrote to me that they have some program, and maybe it's even LGBT program, and he asked me if some of our choirs want to come, so they will be unsafe. But I know that a lot of people, they have their own belief that the war will stop like tomorrow, maybe even today, and they don't want to go further in territory, so they want to stay near with Ukraine to quick come back at home. And I think it's the biggest problem, because people don't understand that all country could help for a little help, but if you all together will stay in one country, it's hard for this country to help all of you. If I correct?
Yeah, we get it.
So yeah, and I know that a lot of people, even when I said that, okay, I know that good program in UK who could help you, you just need to go there, and they said that, oh no, we know that England is very expensive country, so we don't want to go there, because what we do if something will happen, so we're afraid, and we better stay near with Ukraine, because if something happens, at least we can go home. So they think that they could go. But all of us, we still don't know when it will be the end of this. So, and people who have children, it's for them it's a big problem, because even if they have accommodation, they nervous because they have children and they need to do something with school. So it couldn't be only accommodation for a few weeks. So they need months at least to the summer, to the end of this year of education.
Hola, soy Juancho Almenara de la Junta de Legato y motivados por la situación en Ucrania, os pedimos vuestra ayuda, que colaboraciones, se necesita dinero y vamos a dejar varios links de enlace para que puedan colaborar con estas organizaciones. La asociación de los coros de las personas LGBTQ+ en Ucrania es muy preocupante y deseamos toda vuestra colaboración y toda vuestra ayuda.
Yeah, dear friends, on behalf of MUNICH KYIV QUEER and the Alliance Queer Emergency Aid Ukraine, we'd like you to support Ukrainian queer people. They need your help. We need you to donate money, to offer accommodation, to share these information about what is really going on in Ukraine right now. LGBTIQ are vulnerable people. They are often traumatized by their biographies, and the war is threatening them. You probably have heard of these lists where the Russian government is collecting names of human rights activists. We need to save them and we need to help them. And we are very grateful for your support. Thank you.
Дорогие друзья, все знают, какая сейчас ситуация, и всегда страшно, когда это приходит в дом. Никто не знает, какие идеи у человека, который этим всем руководит. Никто не знает, когда это остановится. У меня вам огромная просьба. Если рядом с вами окажется человек, которому нужна помощь, помогите. Пожалуйста. Потому что никто не знает, что будет завтра, и я очень надеюсь, что это никогда не придет в ваш дом. Спасибо вам огромное за то, что вы уже сделали, за то, что вы делаете, за то, что вы помогаете. Спасибо большое.
Ja, liebe Chöre, liebe LGBT-Chöre in Deutschland, ich möchte euch nochmal in Deutsch auch gerne ansprechen und euch ermutigen, vielleicht Benefizkonzerte zu machen oder in eurer Community das Thema zu diskutieren und vielleicht auch Geld zu sammeln, denn Geld ist tatsächlich der wichtigste Baustein, um wirklich helfen zu können, und das wird sicherlich am meisten gebraucht. Informationen, wohin das Geld gehen könnte, findet ihr zum Beispiel auch auf unserer Webseite.
Yeah, I don't know. I think most of the things have already been said. I would just like to ask all musicians, all singers, all over the country to think how you would feel if your country was suddenly taken over by a foreign army, how you would feel if suddenly you were not safe at your home anymore, your walls were shaking and you couldn't sleep in the night because there were siren alarms, bomb alarms. And I would just ask everyone to, show some solidarity, give some of your money as a donation. Think about how you could help people who had to flee and leave their homes, and in general, just show some support, even if it's just in form of not just in form of a song. If it's in form of a song, it's we all know that music crosses borders and that music heals and that music helps people get together and share feelings. So I would just ask everybody who's a singer, who's a musician, to do that.
So I'd like to speak to the global community of queer choirs out there through the Global Alliance of Queer Choirs, which includes Out and Loud in Australia and the Pacific Islands. It includes Proud Voices Asia. It includes Gala choruses across North, South, Mid-America. It includes Unison in Canada. It includes legato choirs here across Europe, and many of the other affiliated and associated organizations out there that are equally shocked and want to support the LGBT queer community in Kiev and in Ukraine. We're all shocked by what's happening, but we can help by donating money. We can help by sending messages of support, recording songs of support. We can help by sharing resources about how people can provide hosting and other services to people fleeing and refugee looking for safe spaces. And we can come together to show our solidarity and love for the people, LGBT people, particularly in Ukraine, affected by the shocking experience of war that's going on there. So please give generously, and thank you for your support and for watching this. And if you have other resources links that we mentioned, or any you know, we can just list them out. Anything where you feel it might point people to something, whether that's in the UK or Germany or Ukraine or wherever, then you know, maybe you could send that to us through, or either through Martin, because I think you both know Martin quite well. That would be really helpful. And if in the future you think that there's something we can do to help to spread the word, or there's a different message or something specific that you'd like to share, please talk to us and we can see how we can make this happen, because we're very keen to be supportive, but sometimes we just don't know what to do. It's like giving money is all well and good, but you want to do more than this. You know, you give money, you sing a song, and it's like, but you know, and then you turn on the you come home, turn on the TV, and you see people's lives being blown apart, and you want to do more. So, okay. Thank you very much indeed, everybody.
I want, sorry, I just want to take the opportunity to ask Olga. We know before there were some LGBT choirs in Ukraine, and I wonder if you know some details about the people are the choirs. We had the Queer Essence Choir from Kharkiv. I think Dorothy Strands from Kharkiv is not singing some years ago, and
I spoke with them yesterday, and I know that some of them in Poland, some of them in Czech Republic, some in. I helped one person to come to
Moldova?
Я могу, как этот город называется? В Германии. Berlin. Some of them in Berlin, and some people who stay in Ukraine, they in a safe space too.
yeah.
About choir Voices My Life from Zaporozhye, as I said before, I don't know nothing, but I because I don't have contacts with singers, members, I have contact only with the conductor, and he don't want to speak with, even not with me, even with girls from Emo Project or MUNICH KYIV QUEER. I don't know why. Maybe I will ask Anna Leonova. She is from Gay Alliance Ukraine in Kyiv, in Ukraine. So maybe she will speak with him and try to find out something. I think it's only one way how to know at least something. And I had conversation with conductor from Vinica. It's the youngest choir. They Midnight Descent, yeah. And he said that they are in safe space too, so everyone is
Okay.
in a good place.
And how about Kharkiv? Sergeant Pepper, I think. Kharkiv.
I said before that some of them in the Czech Republic, Poland, and in Germany.
Thank you very much.
Okay.
Thank you all for your time, for the short time. Thank you so much.
Yeah, have a nice Sunday. Bye bye.
Thank you.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.